Man, you ever get that feeling you're just like being watched? Well, I mean, like, other than this. You know what I mean? No, never mind. Hi, guys. Welcome to Lee Reacts. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bang. Not bad. I know I am. We are back with another Patreon pick from our patron, Ken. As always, Ken, you rock, bro. Ken always brings some good stuff. We're doing 2 tracks by 60s Steve Miller Band, which, I guess this is the album that, I guess Boz Scaggs left before this one, basically. Apparently one certain Paul Ramon plays on there. I don't know who that is, though. Apparently it's McCartney under a pseudonym or whatever. He plays on one of the songs in the album. Not the one we're doing, though, but I thought that was interesting. Side notes, we're going to be listening to Space Cowboy and My Darkest Hour. Is that what it was? See, I forget things so quickly. Your Saving Grace. I was literally on third base, not home with that one. So yeah, 2 audio tracks, courtesy of Ken. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our Patreon and PayPal if you want to get a video just like this. You know what to do. Send a tip in via PayPal or join Patreon. We'll get you a video done. It's pretty cool. I'd love to see people join the community. We have a Discord server too if you want to come hang out and chat with everybody. I hop in there sometimes and blabber about whatever. Come on. Come join us. Steve Miller Band, Space Cowboy. 3, 2, 1. Go. There goes the phone. We're phoneless. Good.
I told you about living in the U.S. of A. Don't you know that I'm a gangster of love? Let me tell you people that I found a new way, and I'm tired of all this talk about love. And the same old story with a new set of words about the good and the bad and the poor. And the times keep on changing, so I'm keeping on top of every fat cat who walks through my door. I'm a space cowboy. Bet you weren't ready for that.
That's great.
I'm a space cowboy. I'm sure you know where it's at. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, Steve, I see you.
I was born on this rock and I've been traveling through space since the moment I first realized what all you fast-talking cats would do if you could. You know I'm ready for the final surprise. There ain't no way around it, ain't nothing to say that's gonna satisfy my soul deep inside. All the prayers and surveyors keep the whole place uptight, but it keeps on getting darker outside. I'm a space cowboy. Bet you weren't ready for that.
Such a great line. That's awesome.
I'm a space cowboy. I'm sure you know where it's at. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What a riff. The fuck? Damn. feels like the song's evolving.
Showdown, slow down, lost in town, turnarounds of boys in the military.
You can definitely tell this is 60s. It's trippy.
On the rise, on the long falling skies, and I don't let my friends get hurt. All you backroom schemers, power trip dreamers, better find something new to say. 'Cause you're the same old story, it's the same old grind, and you got some heavy dues to pay. I'm the space cowboy, bet you weren't ready for that.
That's so good.
I'm the space cowboy, I'm sure you know where it's at, yeah, 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 yeah.
It's so smooth, bro, god damn. Oh yes. Send us home. That was sick. I love the little strange noises. It adds so much flavor to the song. Your darkest hour, aka your saving grace.
Winter people watching as I sail from season 4 to join some crazy ladies in a game upon the shore. None of them with broken wings, but still refuse to fly. So with sweetness on my lips, I smile last goodbye. Goodbye. And now I spend my life on the velvet side of hell, aimlessly here searching for what I cannot tell.
I take this already. I do. I love the keys underneath it. That's cool. That is sick. That organ is awesome. I think you said Nicky Hopkins was on this. And Glenn Johns produced it.
You're not the child you thought you were. You wake up in the night and know you're blind.
Whoa.
And yet they keep on pushing. Trying inside of your mind.
Now this one's trippy. Holy shit.
Forever, arresting to control until the emptiness of heaven welcomes your weary soul.
One can only hope.
Feel the sunshine warm upon your face. Tomorrow's come a long, long way to help you. Yes, it's your saving grace.
Drummer's holding it down, bro. Holy shit.
Saving grace. Saving grace. Every day, everywhere, tomorrow, your saving grace. Yeah, and I got no time to worry, I got no time to hurry, baby. It's your saving grace.
It reminds me of New York City for some reason. I miss it.
Lay those names on me. Don't you play those games on me, 'cause baby,
love the album cover too. That's awesome.
Your saving grace.
Whoa.
Your saving grace.
It sounds like a 90s alternative song almost at points. That's crazy.
Your saving grace. Your saving grace.
This could be like an Oasis song or something if it was a little bit different. Way more British, if anything. Wow. I love it. It says Brotherhood, Consciousness, Peace, and Conservation on the album cover. I agree with that. That's a great message to have. Especially nowadays, man. You know, everyone's so fragmented and in their own little... It's not even like an echo chamber anymore. It's just them. You know what I mean? It's just them and like one other person that they watch or something, and their biases are just confirmed and reconfirmed, and people entrench themselves further and further into their side, you know, and they don't, and the people that they think, you know, the people that they care about vicariously don't give a shit about them in the slightest, you know what I mean? That's what I try to, like, I know, pride myself on with this channel, is I actually do enjoy and, like, I don't know, I care about y'all. You know what I mean? Like, when people, like, leave Patreon and never say nothing and never come back, like, I don't care about the money. It's just, like, I enjoyed y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I try to pop into the chats when I can, or if I'm awake, because my schedule's always fucked up and there's always shit happening. And it's just been a rough week, man. Like, fucking almost got in a car accident, almost freaking died probably, you know? And it's just, like, how many times is that now? Like, it's probably, like, in almost off two hands that my life has been almost taken from me, bro. By other people's hands. And there's the ones that I try to do as well. Not like that, but, you know, drugs and such. So, yeah, like, my saving grace, you know, what he was talking about there, it was my daughter, and it was Cheyenne, man, because if it wasn't for them, I would not be here, in many ways. Even at the age of, 27, 28, I'm guessing, or probably 27, I think was when I met her. I had been through so much to that point that I was ready just to call it quits, to be honest. I had seen everything. I had done a lot, and I had fucked a lot of shit up, and I felt like there was no way out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like, okay, I'm backed into the corner for the last time. There's no inch out of here or, you know, run this way. I just backed myself up in the worst corner possible, you know, but through some very interesting interventions in a way from, like, exterior forces, shall we say, here I am talking to you right now, and I think that's great. My saving grace has been a lot of stuff, man. It's been you guys as well. It's been this channel, you know, even with the ups and downs, you know, like it's always been kind of steady and the same, other than like the Beatles videos and stuff like that, and then like random ass videos. It's usually been the same viewership, same likes, same comments, you know. Nothing's really changed in, like, you know, 1 or 2 years, but the community has changed a little bit, and I really, really like who we have in our community, you know. I appreciate all of you. Even if I'm not with you talking right now, just know that you're loved by me, and I truly, truly appreciate you guys. Like, I really do. Ken, that was a great pick. I'm not going to lie. The first one especially. The second one got me thinking. The first one just had me grooving. You know what I mean? The Space Cowboy line, and, like, bet you didn't, like, see that coming, or whatever he said. You know, that line, that's gold. That is a gold chorus right there. I love that so much. And the riff, the bass line, just excellent. And the drummer in both of them, oh my god, he was fucking steady, bro. Like, you just sort of lose track of things because there's so much happening at points, and then, you know, there's, like, little sounds here, or, like, you know, the organ in the second track, you know, your ear's kind of caught by different things. But whenever I heard the drummer, like, come through, oh my god, bro. He was beating the shit out of that thing. I love it. I love it so much, bro. I have the courtesy of Ken, actually. He gave me the personnel list. Let's see. So, well, I don't have it for the first one, but it's from the album by Steve Miller from 1969 called Brave New World. It was the first album after Boz Scaggs left the band to go solo, produced by Glyn Johns. I already talked about Paul McCartney coming on as Paul Ramone for, oh, that's what I was thinking of, the song My Dark Hour. So I thought we were doing that one. Okay. All right, so I'm not that crazy. That makes sense. All right. The second one, Your Saving Grace, was released on the album Your Saving Grace. It was also released in 1969. And you can tell from the album cover and like the vibe of it, the atmosphere, and like what he was getting at. It felt very end of the hippie era-ish, you know. Because I know once the 70s hit, you know, it's still, I don't know, it was still there, you know, but I think it kind of really was like co-opted and turned into like, you know, what happens to every movement in America. I don't even want to say it, but it starts off as something pure and true, or it has a purpose. Obviously everything has flaws, but eventually the vultures, they come and they see something with promise and they put their talons in and they co-opt it, you know. And I feel like that's what happened to like the hippie movement. You know, it was eventually co-opted and sort of taken out behind the barn and shot. I hate to say it like that, but you know, from the stuff that I've seen, once the 70s hit and like going into 74, 75, like that's when like you could see the warning signs of what was to come, even just in art and music. Obviously there was still some, I mean, like amazing stuff coming out, but you could almost, from what I've heard musically and seeing like the culture wise, like you could sort of see the wind, where the wind was blowing in a way, you know. But who would have thought we would end up here in 2025 the way that we are now, you know? Like every time I listen to music from the 60s and 70s or even the 80s, I'm like, damn, these dudes or these girls, they lived in a complete different world, it feels like, than the one we live in now. But at the same time, it really isn't that different. Like I always say, other than the screens, what's changed? Fucking nothing. We got, what, robots coming? They're talking about flying cars, actually, for once. Like, I thought that was always a joke, but how's that gonna work? How are you gonna have flying cars? Like, people are so stupid, bro. I mean, it's gonna be for rich people. Like, people get so excited about all these things they announce. It's like, it's not gonna be for you, bro, unless you got, like, a good 10 mil in the bank, and I doubt you do, you know? I definitely don't. It's like, all this stuff they talk about, it's not gonna be for normal people. It's not going to be for the everyman. It's going to be for people at the fucking top, bro. And they're just going to eventually use all this technology to crush us. Or enslave us, you know what I mean? And I don't want that. I want what that album cover said. Brotherhood, compassion, conservation, and what was the other one? Oh, shit. Oh, consciousness, the most important one. You know what I mean? Consciousness is everything. And I feel like you guys were the closest ones to tap into what consciousness really is and what it really means to be alive in the 60s and the 70s, if that makes sense. I think eventually, once they took the good drugs away, man, like, drugs are bad, okay, you know what I'm saying? But they really do change your mind, if that makes sense. If they really alter your chemistry, like that's what they're meant to do. And sometimes you need that because you get stuck in these patterns that you just can't break free of. And I'm not, you know, promoting drug use, but sometimes you just gotta interrupt the pattern and like just break it and make something new. And I always used LSD for that. Whenever I had a really tough choice in my life, I would take LSD, and the next morning I'd have my answer, you know. And I remember that happened when I had to basically go to jail for 2 years. And I was on the run and had a warrant out for my arrest. My mom didn't know where I was. I went to Richmond, Virginia with my friends K and R. I'm not going to say their names, obviously. Took a bunch of LSD one night. Stayed up watching movies, horror movies, and like laughing our asses off. And then everyone went to bed. And then it was just me. And I sat down and I literally got stuck for hours. Just thinking in my head, you know, and it brought about revelations that I had already known the answer. I just didn't want to accept it, you know, that I had to go do that time, you know. And eventually, I only did a year, and I ran away anyway. And I had another warrant out for my arrest. I got some stories, y'all. Oh my God, you have no idea. I made my escape in the middle of New York City. I was in Yonkers, bro. Like, oh my God, my life's been crazy. Maybe one day I'll sit down and actually record like the chapters of my life. You guys would probably find it interesting and funny, to be honest. It's been an interesting one. Man, sorry I got distracted by Your Saving Grace. So it was written by the drummer Tim Davis. The complete lineup was Steve Miller on lead vocals and guitar, Lonnie Turner on bass, Ben Sidran on keyboards and organ, and then Nicky Hopkins along to add piano on this and several other songs on the album. And he said, 1960s Steve Miller is the best. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that was pretty fucking rad. And we've done some good Stephen Miller, oh, not that guy, Steve Miller band on the channel. And I've really enjoyed him. You know what I mean? Like, he's always brought something fun, interesting, and different compared to a lot of other bands from around this time, even though that was like the hallmark, you know? And it's always catchy, and it always makes me feel something and brings something out of me, gives me plenty to talk about, you know? And, man, just that consciousness word, you know, that could spark a debate that could go on for a long time for me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, are we actually ourselves? Are we just playing a role? Do we already know the script? You know what I mean? I think about that stuff a lot, you know, because as someone who's played video games in his life, I can't help but notice similarities between, like, created video game worlds that are, like, all-encompassing worlds and our world. And we act like Sims characters. Yeah, we do the same shit every day. It's like we're getting directed by something and we don't really even know. Because I've always wanted to do this experiment to, like, force myself to stay in one spot and see what happens for as long as possible. Like, even since I was a kid, I had this idea. Plant your butt in a seat and don't do anything. No, any urge to get up, anything like that, don't do it. Don't listen to it. Just stay there and just see what happens. You know what I mean? Because if we're all meant to do something and there's, you know, things you're doing and you're supposed to do, one would only think that the universe would almost force you out of that chair to go get it done. Because that's what happened to me when I had to get clean. I got stabbed in the back. I ended up in the middle of Baltimore City. I overdosed and got robbed and woke up with everything but everything. My wallet was still there, but everything else is gone. All the drugs I just bought, my phone charger, everything was stolen, but my wallet for some reason. So I don't know. But then I walk out of the alley, and then who do I stumble upon? Somebody from my rehab that I went to I haven't seen in years. He said, "Lee, is that you?" I said, "Yeah, bro." He said, "What the fuck are you doing out here?" And he directed me out of there. You know what I mean? And then I sat at a bus stop for 4 hours waiting for a bus to come to pick me up, take me back to my halfway house. And if I didn't get back on time, I would be kicked out and I'd be homeless. So it was about 10, 15 minutes until... or maybe 20 minutes until I had to be back. And this car pulls up. He said, "Hey, you need a ride?" This is the middle of Baltimore City. This just doesn't happen. I was waiting at the bus stop. I looked at the girl next to me and she said, "I'm not getting in there." And I said, I have to. And he said, "You got like $5 for gas?" I was like, yeah, sure. And he drove me there. Never knew his name, anything. It's like that person was sent there to take me there to make sure I didn't get kicked out. Because if I hadn't got kicked out, I never would have met Cheyenne. I never would have had Danica. It's stuff like that that makes me wonder. And there's a whole lot of other stuff that I can't say on the internet that makes me wonder. But who knows? Thank you again, Ken. That was great. Sorry for my ramblings, but Steve Miller Band, it inspires me. I definitely like the first song the best, I'd say. The second song was great as well. Like, they both are really, really good. It's kind of hard to pick a favorite, but I'd say the guitar and the solo from the first one paired with the vocals and the drums and the bass, I mean, that was just excellent. And then the piano and the organ in the second song, knocked out of the park. Great picks, Ken. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, PayPal, blah, blah, blah. Help a brother out. Car's in the shop again, so I definitely need some help. If you can help out, that would be most excellent, my dudes and dudettes. Thanks for watching. Have a great night, day, whatever you watch this. I don't know. Adios.